And bam, we're live. Look, I shaved the side of my head. Look. Just a little dabbling last night. The shaver came yesterday, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll shave a little. Oops, forgot to go to Rumble again. Already getting lazy. Oh, well. I need to spend less time looking for content for the show and more time tending to the duties. Kenneth, good morning. David, good morning. Mr. Arturian, I forgive you for donating to Hiller's podcast. Good morning. Yes. I saw. I see. I saw. I see. I hear. Jay Hartle, the Armenian, is here. Bam. Here to distract myself from figuring out my life. Completely understood. Me too. That's exactly why I'm here. Holding his cock. I'm here holding his cock. Holding his cock used an emoji the other day that revealed his ethnicity. I always just go for the yellow guys. Yes, I judge you for going out of your way to find the emoji that fits your ethnicity. I think it's weird, but I don't know how I judge you, if in a good way or bad way. It's just weird. Okay. Jethro, hello. I'll be starting the cast in the sauna. Fair enough. Manny, good morning to you too. Geez Louise, good morning, everyone. Yes. Have you ever seen a baby? Sorry, I interrupt myself. Sean Lenderman. Sevan, do you think there's anything to that 9/11 article I sent you yesterday? I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I just saw a spider drop from the ceiling onto my desk. Jeez Louise. Thank you. I shaved the sides. I just a little bit. Going for the Dave Driscoll look. I shaved the sides. Yes. The clock. That's good. His cock, a real surname. Yes. You're just hearing that one? That's kind of cool. How about this one? You seen this guy? Barry McCockiner. All right, straight to Telander. No. Don't tell me what to do. No, I didn't lose any weight. I'm fucking huge. Listen, I'm a 5'5" man who's 175 pounds. I was actually thinking about that this morning. I could probably make 135, no problem. I could probably get down to 135 like in a month safely. No shit. I'm not losing any weight. I'm fucking a brick shit house right now. You want to hear? Here's the thing. I have two things I could show you. Sevan wants his hair like Dr. Sean. Blow me, Trish. Just blow me. Okay. Hey, what if me and Trish fucked? What if I could get a pass from my wife and Trish and I fucked? Would you guys pay to see that? Looking to raise a little side cash. Sevan, was there really a moon landing? God. I want to say 100% yes. But then I keep seeing this shit all over the place that's like, that, you know, that like tweaks with my perspective. You'd be gay. Fine. I'd be gay. I'll take it. Sevan, can you pull her hair into a man? Oh shit. I've gotten stuck in the comments. Sevi, can you pull her hair into a man bun? Mine? Yeah, mine's in a bun. I look like the guy in the fucking podcast thing. I'm going to shave even more today, and maybe I'll do it live so I can get some pointers from you guys, but I took the biggest block on the shaver. I think it's a 6. I don't know that for sure. Maybe it's an 8. Guard. It's called a guard. And I shaved the beard, and then I took it and I just went around the sides by my ear. Look, I'll take my headphones off. Look. Don't look at my nose from the side, please. And then I tied it up in the back. And you know what's fucked is in the morning when my wife saw it, I told my wife I was going to do it late last night. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And she's like, she said, what'd she say? What'd she say? Oh, she said this morning, she said, hey, that looks better than I thought it was. I didn't really appreciate that. Philip Kelly, I can't even tell you did anything. I'm fucking driving down to Santa Cruz and shaving your shit. Oh, all right. So that's aggressive. You look at least 10 years younger. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Sevan Barto. That's funny. That's what I thought, Barry, too, when I was doing it. Wait till you see. Wait till you see. It's going to be a trip. It would be cool if I I don't want to get carried. Okay, listen, we could. There's three things we could do, and you guys, but I shouldn't tease you because we're not really. You don't really have a choice, but I'm going to present it like you have a choice. We could talk about Zach Telander and his silly video where he rehashed a bunch of stupid shit that's not even that there's no proof of. And then I get all wound up about that. Or I could show you a lady giving birth on a sidewalk. I'm kind of, which is kind of where I'm at. I think that, to be honest with you, that's what I think we're gonna do. Or I could show you this new piece of gym equipment I got. Hey, dude, I got this 100-foot rope from Rogue. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm so excited to tell you about this. I got this. Oh, do you want to see this really quick, just to kind of spice up the show? This, I haven't closed this window yet. This is the chick. This is the porn star chick that was in the horror movie. You know what? I'm gonna DM her right now. What's her name? Alexis. What would I say to her? I say, where do I write? How do I message her? Oh, Alexis. Alex. Maybe I can't DM her. Oh, here we go. Alexis Adams. Let's see. Okay. Next. Which hi Alexis. I saw your movie Pool Party Massacre, and I had Drew on the podcast. I would love to have you as a guest. That good? Hi Alexis. I saw your YOUR movie Pool Party Massacre, and I had Drew on the podcast. I would love to have you as a guest. Should I put Pool Party Massacre in quotes? All right, so that's okay. I can okay. What was I doing? Oh, the rope. Look at this rope. Wait till you see this rope. Let's go to good morning, Katrin. Oh, I saw Katrin in there. Let's see. Okay, look at this rope here. Can you guys see this? She probably won't see that. Yeah, I know. Oh shit! Put a comma before and. Oh darn it! I wanted to look smart. Mr. Butter, hi. Samantha, hi. Oh, shut it. This is like watching my parents navigate the internet. Your dad navigated your mom's pussy just fine, Samantha. Brandon Waddle. That's it. I'm not saying anything else to you. Nothing nice to say. Okay, watch this. Watch this video. I put this together. God, I'm so good. I put this together just like this. Probably took me like, including filming time, this took less than an hour. But I got this rope from Rogue. It's a 100-foot rope. I want to say it's like $200. God, this thing. I should have got this so long ago. I don't know why. This thing is awesome. My fucking biceps were blown up after this workout. Blown up. And I got that injured bicep here on my left side. It didn't even hurt. This was a crazy workout. Okay, see if
King Kong's not even this tall.
And look at my kid just said this rope's King Kong's not even this tall. Yeah, that's how long the rope is. The rope is crazy.
Kong's not this tall?
No.
So what you do is you tie the sled to one end of the rope. You don't even tie it. It's got a loop that goes around where the weights would go, where you would stack the weights, and you just slip it over there. And that's huge too, because when I got the rope, I was like, oh, how am I going to attach this to the sled? And I start panicking, but there's nothing to panic about. It just slips right over it. You got to save the box the rope comes in, because that thing has to have a storage place, because it's 100 feet is unruly. You don't understand how much 100 feet of rope is. It's unruly. Oh, shit. No quotes around the movie, you don't think? I don't know. Someone will think I know what I'm doing. Think I'm smart. Have you had any connections with Bill and Katie? Katie came on during the Rogue. Katie came on during the Rogue when we covered Rogue. She came on at night. That was cool. And then I was ogling Katie the other day in that remember when she was in her bathing suit and she got into that bucket? That was like in a street parking video or something. What video was that? Craig Ritchie video? Someone went to street parking. And they were filming it, and it was on the State of the Union, and the best part of the video was the fact that Katie was in a bathing suit, gotten into a barrel. It's kind of cool. That was a great surprise. And other than that, I don't really have any connection with him. I mean, I'll bug Bill once in a while, like text him, but nothing. It's a 3-to-1 ratio, I'd say. You text him 3 times, you get 1 text back, and he texts back like Dave. Yes, no, I saw that, or you know what I mean. It's a bit limited, but I got one of their ropes now. You can order anything from them you want. You just go on their website, Rogue. Just go type in Rogue Fitness, and then you could. Fuck, man, that website's scary, actually. Okay, so here we go. So here's the rope. Here's another thing about this is the only drawback about this rope. I don't know if it's a drawback, but I think that rope is nylon, and you cannot leave that rope outside. Because if you leave that rope outside, I think it will start splintering. And if it starts splintering, you won't be able to do this exercise with it unless you wear gloves. I don't know if you guys have ever known someone who's had a nylon rope tied outside their house. Even my ones that aren't nylon that I leave outside all year, sometimes I'll get splinters in my hands from them. It's kind of crazy, and they're painful. Not right away, but the next day they're a little painful, like almost like they're a little infected. Cool, right? Look at that with the iPhone cinematic mode 3 times. The zoom, the transition, the full focus.
I love Rogue.
Then I told Avi to say I love Rogue and pan down to the. Look at right there. That's where it goes. You just slip. The rope comes with that loop at the end and you just slip it on there. Dude, and my ass this morning is crazy sore. Because I stood, what I did is I put the kids on the rope. I put the kids on the sled and I push it 100 feet with all 3 kids on there. I push it 100 feet with the kids on the sled and it drags the rope out. And then I pull the rope back with the kids on there. And then they each take a turn doing it with no one on there, which is crazy. They can barely do it. I have to basically help them a little bit. And then it's my turn again. And my ass is sore and my stomach, my core sore, and my biceps are jacked. Yeah, artsy fartsy. I know you like that. It's cool. Great question. Most poignant question of the day from Heidi Kroom. Why does the iPhone make rope sexy somehow? It's mysteries. Yeah, man shit. It was cool. And the neighbors drive by. They probably think I'm crazy. My neighbors probably think so differently than you guys do. Oh, yeah, here we go. Austin Hartman, thank you. It's called an eye, not a loop. Okay, yeah. Audrey, I need a sore ass. Please, someone DM Audrey ASAP. Okay. Yeah, it looks a little. It stays outside. It's rained for a month here. My sled stays outside. Trish, I think tying a rope to a sled is better than a rope climb. Well, I like to hear that. Because I'm not doing any rope climbs until this bicep's better. Okay, a little fact checking, and then we will go to the baby being born on the sidewalk. Brace yourself. That video is not going to be for a lot of people. King Kong is at least 1/4 the height of the Empire State Building. That's not even. Are you crazy? This is not true, which is 1,454 feet tall. So King Kong's at least 363. That is not true. I'll pull up an image of King Kong on the Empire State Building, and you'll see how tiny King Kong is. King Kong Empire State Building. Wherever you pulled that, that's totally incorrect. King Kong just sits on the top of the Empire State Building. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Here we go. Now, look at This you got to look at this one up here, or this. Look at that's just the top of the Empire State Building in the upper left hand corner. Look at this. See that? See, oh, let me see if I can show you. Find a good one. That's not even the Empire State Building. Right there in that picture. Anyway, King Kong's just tiny. He's just as tall. I'd say he's as tall as that top tower piece on the Empire State Building, like the antenna. That's totally inaccurate information, Clock Cutter. And we know that this podcast is about getting the truth. That's inaccurate. I contest that. Okay. Austin Hartman, how long is King Kong's dong? Mike the pool boy. Please check his OnlyFans now. Clock must be referring to the new King Kong movie where he gets his ass kicked by Godzilla. They had to make King taller just to have somewhat of a chance. Fair enough. By the way, Mike, I saw Kelly Clark's having her fundraiser on May 6th, which blows. Because on May 6th, I will be in Woodside, California, home of Dawn Fall. But I will not be going to Dawn's house. I will be going to a jiu-jitsu tournament there where my kids will be fucking kicking ass and taking names. I told you, I shaved the sides of my head last night at 11 o'clock. I'm going to shave a little bit more today. Every day I'm going to shave a little bit more until I got the full Dave Driscoll. Okay. Let the show begin. Baby being born on sidewalk. God, we live in a fucking weird time right now. I blame this all on basically four things. We could even start there. Do you want to start there? Let's go. Or do you want to start with something that I know I'm going to get in trouble for posting, but just it has to be posted here? Oh, I didn't put the YouTube video on there. Oh, that sucks. There's an Isle of Man documentary coming out in 2023. For those of you who don't know what the Isle of Man is, I don't want to say it's the hardest sporting event in the world, because like that guy, that climber Holland or whatever, that guy who climbed Half Dome with no ropes, like there's some crazy shit out there. And the UFC is crazy, but this shit, the Isle of Man is up there, man. This shit is crazy. And there's a documentary coming out about it, and I watched the preview last night. Here we go.
Show me something more dangerous than the Isle of Man TT, and I'm telling you now, there ain't. From my opinion, that is one of the craziest things on this earth. What is that like, working at? How are you with all that?
The Isle of Man TT is a race around the mountain. It's 32 plus miles.
That's around the island that Kringle chick lives on, Amy Kringle. These dudes race motorcycles around the island. They basically shut the island down. Oh, Alex Honnold. Yeah, that shit that he did is absolutely nuts. Getting in the UFC is nuts. But this is, man, dude, the footage from here and the number of people that die, this thing is crazy.
It's done in about 17 minutes. Okay.
Dude, they circled the island in 17 minutes. I think you have to be going 120 miles an hour to do that.
It's insane. It takes about 5 or 6 bikes to go by before you can see them. Do you understand what I'm saying there? The concept of that. You know, when they line up 86 riders, you know every year on average 3 are going to die.
3 dudes die on average.
Knew I'd have to report their death. It became so emotional, I had to stop doing it because people I knew started dying. You'd hear, X has died, and I'm in the paddock, and I'm looking at his wife and his kids, his team, and I'm like, I know your husband's dead. I know he's up there in pieces up on that hill, and you don't know yet. And
I'm in the paddock. What the fuck is a paddock? I bought my kid a padlock yesterday.
I hated that. I thought, fucking cheek of me knowing that.
You show me something more dangerous than...
It's how cheek of me knowing that. I'm in the paddock, and it's so cheek of me knowing that the woman next to me, her husband has died. The kids are there. We're in the paddock. I don't know what a paddock is, but man, that movie, that's I'm excited for that documentary You don't know about the Isle of Man, you should. Just go on YouTube and just spend like 40 minutes. You'll be happy. You know about it. Haha, in pieces. He's up in those hills up there, in pieces. While you bought your kid a Nintendo Switch or an Xbox or a PlayStation, you bought your 8-year-old yesterday or your 6-year-old because your kid's been begging for it for a year and you bought it for him and now you've lost them forever. You instead could have homeschooled your kids, protected them from those heinous video games. Yeah, I'm on a huge tangent right now. Protected them from those heinous video games. And instead, you could have bought your kid what I bought my kid yesterday. Yeah. You know what I did yesterday? We were at the skate park. And my kid looks at the fence, and there's one of these attached to the fence. And my kid sees it. He goes, "What is that?" And he goes over to it, and he starts spinning the dial. And I said, "That, son, is a master lock combination locker lock. A 1514D. Used in school lockers around the country." My son's like, "Wow, can I have one of these?" I said, "Absolutely." And after we left the skate park, we went to Ace Hardware. And I was disgusted to see that those are $9.99. $9.99. We're driving there, and I told my mom, I'm like, "Look at this fucking baller move." She goes, "What?" I'm like, "Other fucking parents have to buy their kids fucking Nintendo game systems and ruin their kids. My kids are so fucking guarded that I can buy them a lock that will keep them busy for the next 3 days." I went in there I thought it was going to be $250. My mom told me that they're not cheap anymore. How does my mom know shit like that? She's like $200. I'm like stuck. I still think movies should cost $5. That's how fucked up I am. I'm so out of touch sometimes. Anyway, I go in there with my 3 boys. I allow them to pick out a lock. I pick out a red one for them. This douche picks out a blue one. I let him get the blue one. And today when I woke up, the lock was still tormenting him. He can only figure, he's 6. He can only figure it out 1 out of every 10 tries. He's like crying. It's brought him complete misery. I said, "Son, I did not buy you this lock to add misery to your life. I bought you this lock to add happiness." He's cried so much yesterday about not being able to do this lock. But when he does it, he's so happy. Yes, Nintendo game systems. And that's yeah. My kids are so primitive. Dude. They're so naive and primitive. My mom knows stuff like that. My mom waited in the car. I went to Ace Hardware, and my mom waited in the car when I went in with my 3 boys. You know what that means? That means I had to pay for it. Hate it when my mom waits in the car. I had to pay for it. It sucked. Okay. Heidi chimes in. You have to understand, everyone if you don't understand Heidi is the glass is half full. Very positive, optimistic human being. I'd rather have my kids on a Nintendo than in pieces on the top of the Isle of Man. There you go. So there we go. Where's the number? Oh, the combo. I took a picture of it with my phone. It was written on the back, and I took a picture. I thought for sure. I saw him opening the package while I was driving, and I panicked that he was going to lose the number. So I took a picture of it. I'll tell you guys the combo. It's 1932.9. I still remember it. And it's for a 6-year-old, it's kind of challenging. He remembers the numbers, but sometimes his hands aren't doing what his brain tells it to do. Anyway, that's what were we talking about before I spun off on that? Oh, the Isle of Man. Yeah. There's a great preview. If you type in Isle of Man, there's a great preview. I highly recommend it. It's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds of your life. I mean, motorcycles are awesome. The sounds they make. I'm screwed for pants. I'm really screwed. I have serious pant issues right now. Okay, fine. Another tangent. Let's do it. Here we go. Another tangent. You want to see why? Here we go. So I probably should not share this. This is probably a huge mistake. I'm going to show you the pants I buy my boys. I don't know if this is even what you're asking, but your orders. I probably shouldn't show you all of those. I type in pants here. This is a huge setback, I'm sure, in my reputation, what I'm about to show you. These are the pants I buy my boys, and they go through them like no other. The Children's Place girls leggings 5-pack, right here. Here they are. And my smallest boys are a large. And I buy a pack of these. I probably have the most I've ever had is like 30 or 40 pair of these. Avi wears the extra large. Avi's actually kind of graduated out of these. He figured out that I put him in girls' pants, so he has some other pants now too. And dude, these are currently unavailable, and they've been unavailable for a while. And so my kids are running out of pants. It's like they probably only have like 15 pairs of pants between the two of them. And I change their pants 3 times a day. And there's twins, so that's times 2. It's like every 2 days they run out of pants. Call her high. And they'll tear through these pants. They'll tear through these pants. They'll put these pants on and slide down the cement at the skate park and fucking just tear the ass right out of these things. Hello. Hi, sorry. Hi. What's up, bloke?
What?
Hi.
I'm a little bit behind, so not off topic. What talk about the road race and the Isle of Man stuff?
Oh yes. Are you from the Isle of Man?
No. So the Isle of Man's between Ireland and England in the sea.
Okay.
So I'm from the top of Ireland. So the second biggest road race is in my area called the Northwest 200. So we go most years, and you would be even more mind-blown if you've seen how people spectate it. It's like literally people standing at the side of the road with very little protection. And if you experience these bikes flying past you, it's insane. Really is.
One of the documentaries I saw about the Isle of Man, it showed spectators dying on a regular basis.
The Northwest 200 in my area has had 19 people die in its history. And there's a family from my town. There's the Dunlop family. So one of the guys, Joey Dunlop, is like the most famous. There's a documentary on him called King of the Roads, I think it's called.
Okay.
So Joey and his brother Robert were racers. Joey died in a crash. A couple of years later, his brother Robert died in a crash. And then a couple of years later, one of their sons died in a crash. And the other son is still racing. That's crazy. You can't really explain why people would continue to do it, but they just feel incredibly drawn to it. They just get something out of it.
It's not like they lost a daughter. It's not like they lost a daughter. They lost a son.
Yeah. So
time to stop.
There's probably trailers and stuff. Trailers for that King of the Roads and stuff on YouTube if you want to look. And if you look up Northwest 200 on board camera, so they stick a GoPro onto the bikes, and that'll really give you a sense of just how crazy and fast these bikes are. And they're just regular little small company roads. It's just mind-boggling that they can react so quickly, and some of the speed wobbles they do, and the speed they get up when they're in the slip lane right behind somebody else with the windbreak or whatever they call it. It's amazing. But I wouldn't let any of my children anywhere near a motorbike at that speed. But it's pretty cool to watch.
Let me ask you this: what is your accent? So Mike is guessing it's a mix between Scottish and English.
That's interesting. So I'm in Ireland. Ireland's kind of split into 2 separate countries. There's the north and the south. We had your man Joe Biden over here last week.
I'm sorry.
And everyone was like, everyone was peeing their pants about it. There's a few like me who know better than to be excited by. That idiot
The Irish
coming
people
over.
don't know he's gorked. They don't know he's tarted.
No, it's an incredible honor for them. They're all like going Googa over him.
Wow.
It's sickening, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah. And the thing is,
Wow.
there's even so many clips of him from his time in Ireland where he's doing his usual stuttering or making mistakes or saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And all of that gets ignored. I mean, that only appears on the platforms of, conservative kind of platforms, people that share it. But like the mainstream, they'll only ever show really positive stuff about him, even the news over here as well.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Yeah. Hey, this is truly one of all the bizarre things we're witness going on. Like we just, we saw that everyone had to buy a 49ers ticket in 2 years, which was in order to go to school and go to work, which is fucking crazy. And we saw our loved ones and smart people go to the 49er game. The fact that we have a Gork president of the United States is bizarre, and that people don't know it. It really is like that movie Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
I
told you I had a friend go to the White House. I told you I had a friend go to the White House, right? And they said that he's completely broken, that it's just like the old man in the corner. No one really talks to him, nothing. In a very small, intimate gathering, by the way.
It's so obvious when you see him being walked about and guided and told stand in the blue mark and he's reading from a teleprompter. It's so obvious to anyone who just opens their eyes and actually looking with real honesty. It's so obvious, but the mainstream media are doing a good job covering for him. But if you want to talk about the 49ers, my personal story is in Ireland here in the UK, in order to get into any sort of restaurants or establishments or hotels, you had to have proof of a vaccine.
Buddy. We don't talk about vaccines on this show. I'm so sorry. Please follow the WHO guidelines. I love your country. I apologize that your queen died and Diana and all that stuff. But I love your country. Thank you. Bye. Whew. Oh my! I apologize for that. This is this show. Listen, people. Listen. Do what's right. Be safe. Cover your bases. WHO or die. Okay? WHO, World Health Organization. Thank you. It's so sad that people aren't doing their part to take care of their neighbor. It's really disgusts me. I would like to show you this. It's truly unbelievable. This is truly, when I see things like this, I don't understand how goes back to the voting Democrat thing again. I truly don't understand how imagine being 70 years old and voting Democrat your whole life and not like at one time. I guess most of these people have never. I'm trying to think how many people I know besides me who interact with homeless people or see what's going on the streets. I guess that most of them just don't know. They think that like homeless is a real word or a real situation. I guess that's the problem. Everyone's just so closed-minded and doesn't actually have their eyes open to what's going on. And so they just keep voting for the same idiots over and over and over. What are you afraid of? Just try something new. It's so bad. There's no sarcasm. Someone please kick this guy out. This guy doesn't believe in WHO. Jeremy Eat World. Okay, here we go. This is a woman who just gave birth in San Francisco. Here you go. Do you remember when they were concerned that the hospitals would be overcrowded? Dude, that right there, look at that picture, everyone. That's a baby that's just born with its head on the sidewalk. Now, I'm a proponent of some pretty fucking raw shit. I am a huge proponent of some pretty raw shit. But what you are looking at right there is something that some people would argue was just with God and then now has entered the world. And that woman just gave birth on the sidewalk. She doesn't even have her pants off all the way. She has one shoe on. Watch when the mom picks the baby up too. The baby's head takes a little bounce off the concrete here.
Yeah, just relax. Stay. Don't move. Just stay. Don't move.
And that guy's telling her don't move. And I have to guess because the baby's still attached to the umbilical cord, right? She just wants the baby to get jerked around and like drug on the concrete. Watch this move right here. The mom's about to pick the baby up. Bam! Oh, one little bump off the concrete, no big deal. A bump on the head. I wonder if that was a man or a woman that had that baby. A crackhead in Gavin Newsom, San Francisco, gives birth on the bare sidewalk. I personally have never seen that before. Jan Clark going to the school of Heidi Klum. The glass is half full. That kid gonna be resilient as fuck. Well, fair enough. Jason Miller, excuse me while I faint. Man. Sevan, can I drive my camper van out to your house and stay in your driveway for a few weeks? I'm a really good neighbor, not packing much of a hog, though. It's not a requirement to stay at my house. Devesh Maharaj. If it's San Francisco, with the amount of needles on the sidewalk, it would be considered a hospital birth than a home birth. Oh, fair enough. That's fair. And to pass judgment on that lady saying that she's a crack whore is not cool. And my mom probably tuned out with that. We just played that, and my mom's like, "Okay, I'm out," and I'm out, just like that. Just like that, I got my mom to stop watching. Okay, let's start the show. Chase is here. Chase Bryan, good morning. What about this? Is this I'm glad my mom stopped watching. She definitely shouldn't see this one. Is this real? I can't tell. I can't tell if this is real. I mean, I suspect the clip is real. I can't tell if this excuse is real. Is this real right here?
Whether they find it or not, you're going to jail for obstruction of justice.
I didn't obstruct any justice.
And trying to hide evidence.
I didn't.
He said, we're arresting you for obstructing justice and trying to hide evidence. And she's like, I didn't.
Right here.
I didn't.
You don't want to watch this video?
Yeah, I would love to. Because I was fixing my coochie lips.
Okay, there's a bag. So there's a bag right there being shoved into your pants.
That's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out, dude.
Okay. So this guy is suggesting he's calling it he's calling them meat curtains. And I think he's talking about the labia majora on the vagina, for those of you who are a little more technical. And this is an incredible excuse. They've arrested her because they suspect she stuffed something in her pants. God, it's a shame we don't have the video. They arrested her because they said she hid something in her pants, and they're saying it's a little bag. Or I'm saying it's a little bag, and she's arguing, saying that wasn't the bag. That was my labia majora hanging out in my short jean shorts, and I was pushing it back up. Ham wallet. That's an interesting term for it. Oh, you think that this is just a whole joke? You don't even think this is like a real? Oh man, that would suck. Hold on, let's watch this one more time. Here we go. Hold on.
There's a bag. No. Whether they find it or not, you're going to jail for obstruction of justice.
I didn't obstruct any justice.
And trying to hide evidence.
I didn't.
Right here.
I didn't.
You don't want to watch this video?
Yeah, I would love to. Because I was fixing my coochie lips.
Okay, there's a bag. So there's a bag right there being shoved into your pants.
That's not my bag. That's not a bag. That's my fucking coochie lips hanging out, dude.
There's a bag.
I don't know. I believe her. I believe her. I fully believe her. Listen, Ned the Nomac says, personally, if she's telling the truth, I'd be getting a great lawyer after this. Oh, shit. Long story short, it was drugs and she was arrested. Wow. No shit. Let's see here. She blocked me. She knew she was wrong. Oh, shit. Why? Is she tagged in this? Oh, hey. Wow. That's amazing. I'm going to go with it. She was lying then. That's how easy I'm swayed. She's innocent. Oh, wait, one more. She's high as a giraffe, coochie lips, and she was. Oh, this guy wrote. This is a pretty good line. She's as high as a giraffe's coochie lips, and she was hiding drugs. Wow. Okay. Hey, that I give everyone a pass if it wasn't drugs. Oh shit. Philip Kelly. Who said that? Someone was saying that those aren't real cop seats. Oh, here we go. Jethro. Cop cars don't have those bougie back seats. Yeah, it should be like hard plastic. All the ones I was in, it's like fucking being in the back of a truck. Anyway. Okay, fine. So what's the verdict? We're going with she's lying. She's high as a giraffe's coochie. That's a great line, right? Okay. Okay. I have not fact checked this. I'm sure someone will in real time. Oh man. So you guys ready for this? I really should not talk about this. I was thinking about doing a maybe I should have a show just once a week that's on Rumble. Just on Rumble. One where you've been in the back of a cop car. Between when I was many times. Many times. Not in 20 years, but cops I used to be a fucking cop magnet. So I saw this thing the other day about the price of tickets to go to a 49ers game, and that if the people who sell the tickets for 49ers games, they sell the ticket, you know where they sell the tickets? The same. Did I tell you guys I went to the hospital a couple days ago for a routine checkup? I hadn't been in 6 or 7 years, and the guy said to me, you're behind on your shots, and you need this shot and this shot, and I forget what they were. One was tetanus and one was something else. I went to the doctor, Kenneth. I'm gonna start over. Sevan, you've lost me. I know. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Not sorry. So I go to the doctor the other day, and he says, "Hey, you haven't been here since you've been 44. You're 51. You're behind on your shots. Do you want this shot, and this shot, or something?" And I said, "No, I don't. No, thank you." And he said, "But they're free." But they're free. That was the sales point, that they were free. I said, "That's cool. I'm good." But they're free, Sevan. But they're free. So a couple days ago, I see that if doctors sell 49er tickets, they get paid. And Instagram said that this was false. So I looked up the fact checkers, and it said how much they got made. It said how much they got made based on if they sell 49er tickets to 50% of their clients, they got paid $40,000 a year or something. That was the post. And it said that the fact checker said that was false. That wasn't true. So I fact checked it myself. And a whole list of fact checkers pop up on Google, a whole page of them, like 9 people have fact checked it. And they all say it's false. So I start clicking them. And do you know why it's false? Because some get $80,000 and some get $30,000 and some get $20,000 and some get $100,000. The only thing that was false about it was the $40,000. And I'm like, holy shit. So of course they want you to love football. They get paid. It's crazy. Go Niners. Okay. I don't know if this is true. I haven't fact checked this. Feel free to fact check this. I hope it's true. I think it's funny. I think this guy's a woke tool, but whatever. Here we go.
Lululemon was created just to make fun of Japanese people.
Oh no.
Created by a guy called Chip Wilson. He chose the name because Japanese people couldn't say the letter L. So he made a name with 3 L's in it just because he thought it was funny that they can't say it.
If this is true, I'm losing faith in humanity.
I'll say it's true.
But I'm
This
down
story,
here.
She said she's losing faith in humanity. If that's true. Wait a second. That's a great joke. And by the way, is it just Japanese people who can't say it, or Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, and all the other people who look Asian, who look like they eat rice and use chopsticks?
is sad, but true.
Yeah, there you go.
Story. Lululemon was created just to make fun of Japanese people.
Can you imagine being shocked about that? Can you imagine how fucking, like, who cares? That's funny. That's awesome. The only thing that's fucked up is that, oh, yeah, I like that. Ruru Remen. The only thing that's fucked up is that he thinks it only works on Japanese people. I'm sure it's got to work on Asian people, all Asian people. And I'm going to explain to you why now. I'm going to explain to you why now. I'm going to explain to you why now. Check this out. You're going to fucking love this. You are going to love this. Where is it? Okay, you ready? Here we go. Forever it's been assumed that people are being hired, right? Bear with me here, just the spirit of the story. Here we come. Forever people have assumed that people are hired because they're white men, right? Tall white men in their 30s are the priority to hire, right? Which is fair. Whether it's true or not, it's fair, right? And especially gay men, right? And for obvious reasons. For the longest time, they were the smartest group. They were the most dignified group. They had the lowest involvement in crime. They were the most honest. All the statistics pointed that they were the best person to hire. Sorry, it just is the fucking way it is. Tall white men, right? And so there became, for the last 30 years, we've heard about this and how it's unfair, and it's unfair, and it's unfair, and it's unfair. Who cares about the fact that they may have had the highest college rates and the least amount of crime and the most reliable and the most likely to stay with their wife? All that shit, right? The little stats that make that like the best knife to use to cut the steak, the white man. Now it's just fucking open hatred on tall white men, right? Okay. Like Zach Telander, poor guy. I get it. So now, in the open, right, we know that it's okay to hire someone because they're melanated skin. It's okay to say that. I hired that person over there because he's a woman. We know it's open. It wasn't okay to say, hey, remember, it would be wrong if you had a white guy, a black guy, and a Mexican guy, and they said, which one do you hire? You haven't done the interview, and you said the white guy. Remember? That was wrong. You weren't allowed to say that. That was somehow racist and wrong. Okay. Well, you didn't even interview them. There's a bias just towards hiring white people. Okay. Now it's in the open. No one is denying it. I just saw a recording of a call of one of the largest public institutions in this fucking country saying, hey, give priority to marginalized women. It's not enough just that they're white. Any contracts we do with outside people to help this massive billion-dollar institution, look for marginalized women. I'm not sure what that means. Let's just say black lesbian women. It's just open, right? It's open season. Anyone can say that. It's totally fine now. It's totally fine, right? Anyone disagree with me? Anyone, even one person. That's where we're at, right? In society, it's perfectly okay to say that. We're looking. I mean, you saw it on LinkedIn. CrossFit did it. They hired the gay dude to be their president. What's his name? Something Dunlop. Remember that? Now I'm hearing there, and he's suing because he was treated poorly because he's gay. It's fucking crazy. CrossFit's one of the gayest companies around. Always has been since Greg ran it. It'd be so easy to fuck someone at CrossFit if I was gay. Okay, listen. So is it okay now if I see someone, let's say I'm walking down the street and I see a cop who's melanated, is it okay for me to be like, hey, dude, you were hired because you're melanated? It's open season, right? You can say that. That's not even a put down anymore. You think Don is gay? He is, dude. Very possible. He is so clean. You would eat a bowl of cereal out of this dude's ass, dude. I am telling you, he is so clean. He's tall. First of all, he's probably 6 foot, but he stands so fucking straight. He looks like he's 6'3". He's beyond handsome. I'm telling you, he looks like a fucking model. And he's the nicest guy ever, and yet still intimidating as fuck. Yeah, Don could totally be gay. I don't think Don would come back on. I took that was all compliments, I think. Yeah, it is okay. Look it. Thank you. Yeah, you can go up to anyone now, just so you know, it's totally fair. It's not wrong. I mean, how you say it, but like you could walk into a 7-Eleven and a woman be there and be like, hey, you were probably hired because you're a woman, huh? Any superficial characteristic, sex, you could walk up to a guy at who's a teller at the bank and be like, hey, I know you suck dick. And he'll be like, huh, what? And be like, well, that's the only way you got a job here. Dude, we live in a society right now that openly hires people based on the genitalia they want pushed in their face, relevant to the genitalia they have in their pants. CrossFit Inc. hired a president based on that. I know, wouldn't that be? I know. That's the video series I need to do. It's amazing. I'm embarrassed. Do you know what? I respect my parents so much. Like a lot. And I'm embarrassed that they live in this world where that's going on. Like I wouldn't think that I truly can't believe it. Adults. That guy has a penis, and at night when he goes home from work, him and his husband fucking skull fuck each other. And on the weekends they do poppers and ecstasy, and they just love spraying. They love going into rooms and spraying other men down with semen. And I think he'd be a great president for CrossFit Inc. Well, Sevan, that's not true. You've just totally categorized gay dudes. Yeah, because it is true for 90% of gay dudes, but I'll go easy on you and I'll just say 51%. And if you don't think that, then you don't fucking know enough gay dudes. Because it's fucking a party. What are poppers? That's a good, you don't want to know. But every gay guy knows what poppers are. There's not one gay guy who doesn't know what poppers are. It's fucking nuts. My mom lives in a world where people are hired based on fucking who they want, whose genitalia they want in their mouth. It's fucking nuts. I will fucking, you guys aren't going to like this. I will go up to heaven and slap the shit out of Jesus and God for making my mom live on a planet with that shit. Fucking tie Jesus' hair up in a little man bun and fucking crack his ass. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. Wow. I agree. Wow. Yeah. You got ass. Mexicans just got little pequeño melaneno. Pequeño, poquito melaneno. No, shut the fuck up, Trish. Or he does not count. Sevan, you would get dog stomped by Jesus. I don't know what that is, but I like it. Okay. No. Listen, watch this, guys. Am I gay? I've done poppers, but not had dick in the ass. No. You're English. You're a foreigner. You're European. Totally different. You guys have different rules than us. You guys can have a penis in your mouth and still be straight. Samantha, God allowed us to have free will. The people of this world brought this upon themselves. People are responsible for the choices they make. Yeah, well, not fucking around not while my mom's doing her time on Earth. It's fucking despicable. Yeah, that's a great concept. Waffle stomped. That different show though. Okay. It's nuts. Okay. I know you're not supposed to judge people. But here we go. I'm gonna judge the fuck out of this person, and I just don't know what to tell you. Trans activist. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what a trans activist is. I think that's just. Let's just say a person. Let's say a person. Let's say a person was charged with having child porn and molesting kids, including a baby and autistic children, while working at the Autism Therapy Center for pediatric patrons. Listen to this dude's name. I give all, by the way, all black people who have those fucked up, made up names. Here's one for you. The white here, you guys are now second place to fucked up white people. Leomir. What the fuck his name is that? Leomir Vincenus Kennedy told investigators it was like Christmas. This is a woman. This is a man. I don't know if this is a man who turned himself into a woman or a woman who turned himself into a man. I cannot tell what's going on here. But if these are the two looks you have, you should be nowhere around kids. Does everyone understand that? If these are the two looks you have right here. Do not let anyone around your children who is confused about their sex. I'm going to repeat that again. Do not let anyone around your children who is confused about their sex. Now, you're at the skate park and it's tranny day and they're skating. It's fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a sleepover at their fucking house. Adam Blakesley, yeah, this is how I feel too. Drop a piano on this turd. Yeah, I think it's awesome. Awesome, inexpensive. This is bad, man. I'm judging the whole category like this. Well, Sevan, that's so wrong. That's so rude. Hey, no. To be honest, you shouldn't leave. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna get weird. I personally don't leave my kids alone with any men. I don't. It's not gonna happen. Not until they can fucking throat punch a grown man and take him out. Sorry. Just ain't gonna happen. Just ain't gonna happen. No, they're not all pedophiles. Stop saying that. They're not all pedophiles. They're just all mentally ill. They have a serious issue. 12 daily doses. They are not all pedophiles. Don't say that. That's not true. But they are all mentally ill. And by mentally ill, I mean they have a deep preoccupation of being stuck inside their head and not being present. How's that? Fucking crazy. Hey, and the people who hired this guy and made that mistake, if the piano lands on them too, I'm fine. I'm fine. Hey, to think otherwise, to think that you're off, you're so close to the scent to realize that it's a massive mental illness. You're right on there. All right, here we go. Let's move on to something more pleasant. Oh shit, this isn't gonna be good. Look at this. This is gonna be crazy. This isn't more pleasant. Wow, this show's dark. Matt Walsh blog. You absolutely never see videos like this with the races reversed. Never doesn't exist. At some point, we need to discuss why this kind of violence literally always goes one way. Everyone is always calling for an uncomfortable conversation about race. Well, here it is. Oh, shit. This is going to be bad. So this is a white skinned girl being brutally attacked by what looks like 15 to 50. It's hard to tell. Boys, melanated boys. And this is fucking crazy. No. Now, you can't tell for sure, but it looks like she's getting fucking stomped. I don't see one girl in there except the one getting stomped. Man, I hate to even bring skin color up as a point of issue in that video. I really do. But if you don't understand, you have to understand boys, man. God, you have to understand boys, people. It is a wild bunch. Jake Chapman, I can't tell you what revenge I would take if that was my daughter. It is interesting because I have never seen, so I'll tell you some things I've never seen. I've never seen a group of white skinned people do that to anyone who's melanated. I've never seen a group of girls do that to a boy. I do not understand boys. Yeah. The thing is they can't be. They do things. Boys are fucking crazy. They do things like think that they're the wrong sex and want to chop their penis off. They do things like beat women. They do things like fuck cats and cantaloupes. And like, you have to keep boys busy. You have to have grown men around boys, like deleting them. You cannot leave them up to their own. Why are there so many boys unaccompanied there? George, if the skin colors were reversed, it would be on a 48-hour loop on CNN. I know. What do you guys want to talk about, Zach? I don't know what you want to talk about. Tell me what you want to talk about. The dad's in jail. Yeah, of course. So here's the thing. All of those kids, all of their parents are Democrats. They all voted Democrat. All of those kids don't have dads at home. That's it. I mean, those are the correlates. Zach texted me and he said, "Hey, would you like to come on to or can I talk to you?" And I said, "Sure." And he said, can I call you tonight? I said, "Absolutely." And so then he called and I couldn't talk because I was at tennis with the kids. And then he called again. I couldn't talk. And then I called him back late. And he answered, and he was there with his housemate, Chris Williamson. That's the podcaster guy, the English dude. And he basically said that it's kind of weird. Him and Chris had come up with this story that you only live for 4,000 weeks. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't do the math, but you only live for 4,000 weeks, and that the week of stress this is causing him, this video, isn't worth having the video up. And what was my opinion on taking it down? And he had called me before he made the video, and I told him he's absolutely batshit crazy to do the video. And both times there's this like disconnect between the way we're talking. So when he first said he was going to make the video, I said, hey, dude, don't make the video. None of that shit that Andy said is one, it's not true. And two, it doesn't hold water. It's just all ambiguous. Everything. Why are you bringing up ambiguous shit again? And then he said the thing, I've told you all this before. He said, well, what about the girls who signed the NDAs? And I said, what if that's made up too? And NDAs don't stop people from coming out and saying things if something really bad happened to them. So then he started going to the place, well, what if they're just scared to come out? And it's like, it's just a constant what ifs. It's just, almost like, and then there was this other story that Zach was playing, that he had these 20 sources for the video, and they all had told him what a horrible person Glassman was. And I go, okay, but the things that you're bringing up are that he is like some sort of sexual predator, and that he's a racist. Andy already said he's not a racist, and there's no proof that he's a sexual predator. Why bring all this up? And then he pivoted again. You know, when you're talking to someone and they keep pivoting, like, you know, he just wants to make the video, right? So then he pivoted to, well, I'm not going to express my opinion at all in the video. I'm just going to take old content. And I said, hey, I would not fucking do it. I said, you know, a lot of rich people. This isn't just a normal rich person. This is a rich person sitting on a shitload of money who loves to fight. And who's good at fighting. Greg's a great fighter. Very alpha motherfucker. And and smart, man. Whew. So smart, good fighter, likes to fight, unlimited resources with money. Cash, like just piles of cash. And he made the video. And then I think Emily, that Pitbull girl that you guys loved, fucking came out of the woodworks and fucking started ass pounding him a little bit. He didn't like it. And then when I talked to him, so then that night I talked to him, and him and Chris didn't want to acquiesce that they did something unethical, immoral, showed no integrity. They don't know the guy. They were determined to say that Greg's a bad person, but it's not worth the risk of being sued. And I wasn't going to talk about this at all, but he said, hey, you can share the part about me pulling the video down because I didn't want to get sued or something like that. And so it's like, you did something unethical, immoral, doesn't show integrity. And by unethical, I mean, you repeated something that had already been said, and then you did kind of put your slant on it, and you didn't, and you said that you weren't going to say anything, but you did say something. And then now you're telling me that he told me that these 20, he's sort of not doing it for himself, but he's doing it for people who are scared to speak up on their own. The whole thing was really convoluted. That being said, you have to understand that Telander comes from I think when we had him on the podcast, he said he comes from a very woke family, and he's still young. So he's probably still like, he's probably stuck between accountability and personal responsibility. And he's so clearly part of the attention regime, right? He's a click dude. He wants to be a big YouTuber so fucking bad. That's his purpose. I don't say any of that with any negative connotation. More the power to him. But it's just different how maybe I roll or some of us roll. Focus on excellence and just let the rest of the shit come. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So he pulled the video down because, you know, he doesn't want. Who cares if you have a week of stress? That's what makes life fun. But he says him and Chris decided it wasn't worth the week of stress. I do think that he should have never made the video, and I do think that it's stupid to be in Glassman's crosshairs, someone with that much money. But Emily Kaplan said this on the. You have to see what happened here. So Andy chums the water with that, basically saying he throws out all this ambiguous stuff, hoping the sharks will come, and none of the sharks come. And when Greg sells CrossFit, they tell him, hey, you have to put a huge chunk of money that we paid you aside, in case anyone comes out of the woodworks and says that you're a bad person. And then we'll give you that money a year later. And no one came out of the woodworks. And Telander's and Williamson's argument is that well, people were scared. It's fucking nuts. But they have no proof of that. And just so you know, it was a more intimate conversation than that, and I do appreciate how vulnerable Telander was and the stuff he told me. But every argument he gave had nothing to do with the subject at hand. He was constantly pivoting. So I'll give you an example. He would be like, I would be like, he didn't run that squirrel over. And he'll be like, dude, he drives a Ferrari. And I'll be like, okay, but he didn't run that squirrel over. He goes, dude, he drinks Diet Coke while he's driving. I'll be like, yeah, but he didn't run that squirrel over. And he'd be like, but dude, so-and-so said that he swears while he drives. And I'll be like, dude, he didn't run that squirrel over. You know what I'm saying? So he had all of these ideas of things that didn't even actually point really at, like, I'm sorry, I don't see the connection between drinking Diet Coke while you're driving and running a squirrel over. And so we went back and forth like that. And it was like 45 minutes of that. And anytime I would let them talk, they had something sort of with a negative spin to say about Greg. I never once heard out of his voice, you know what? You're right. There is no proof. And these 20 people who I kept telling him, I said, ask yourself why those people would have something, some angst against Greg. Just ask yourself. There's people out there. Get your head wrapped around this. There's people out there that Greg gave $1 million to who hate him for petty things. Get your head wrapped around that. You got paid $1 million to do your job, but you're upset because when Greg came to work because Greg didn't come in the office more than 3 times a year, and when he did, he didn't say hi to you. Imagine that. And those people are pissed. That's the vast majority of those people. Imagine you are a filmmaker who's never gotten paid for making a single fucking thing. And you get a job at CrossFit Inc. And you get paid money to make any film you want about your favorite subject. And no one micromanages you and lets you make as much shit as you want. And you make $1 million over 10 years. Get a huge following, have a massive name, have award-winning films, some of the biggest documentaries in the world, let's say, most views on YouTube, blah, blah, and then you're still pissed at Greg. Just imagine that. There's fucking 50 people out there like that, 100 people out there like that, because Greg didn't say hi to them, or Greg fucking told them one time that their shit sucked or something. I mean, you wouldn't... If you knew the whole story, you would probably have to put a fucking gun in your mouth and kill yourself if you ever thought Greg was a bad person. Yeah, I was talking about, like $100K a year, $200K a year. Oh, he's so lost. Yeah. Between you and Sevi, one of you actually worked there. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like all of these people who even have ideas, they weren't even there at like zero. Nintendo. Good. Thank you. Nintendo. Not on topic, but I love your podcast. Watch you every day. I can. Thank you. Not from Africa. I know the name is misleading. It's spelling of Nintendo, which is French for herd. Okay. That's nice. I like it. Telander's Jillian Michaels with the YouTube channel. So after we talked, he pulled down the video. I can't tell if it's the stress of the, I asked him if it was the smoke from the YouTube, from people hating on him. And he said, no. Caller, hi.
Chevy, how's it going? It's Plumber.
I am a fucking man amongst boys today. It's a trip.
Yeah.
I'm a man amongst boys today.
I called to say thank you.
Imagine a pussy like me being the man in the room. It's bizarre, but I'm going to embrace it. Hi, Plumber.
Hi. I called to say thanks because I called a while back talking about how I was going to my first day of my internship and asked if you had any advice. And you said just do everything perfect. and that kind of just stuck in my head and kind of kept my head down and just worked, and ended up I'm accepting a full-time offer with them today, basically taking or replacing my boss throughout the internship. He's moving on, and then I'm sliding in. So just wanted to say thanks.
Yeah, congratulations. Here's another thing. No boundaries, yes. The opposite of what everyone else says. Never have boundaries, and it's always yes. Heidi Krum, yay, plumber. I know. I'm stoked for plumber, too. I actually feel like having another shot of espresso. I'm so stoked for you. I'm stoked for you, dude. Yeah.
Dude, like the job is we're trainers, but I mean, on days when there's much to do, it's like, do you want to learn how to fill up oil cans? Sure, let's do it. Fucking, whatever. And it paid off. At times when I thought it wasn't going to, but it paid off.
Do you have an example of some of the things that you did where you went the extra mile?
So it's an IndyCar company. So on days when the guys weren't in the office, they were out at the race. I just go down and help the truckers load up the truck. So we're loading crates, filling up oil cans. I mean, cleaning, but that's that's required of you. But if you just do it without being asked, that's how it should be.
Right.
And it was just habitual. And programming workouts when I wasn't told to for the next day. Just doing the job, treating it.
Sorry, why if it's an IndyCar company, why are you programming workouts? They have a fitness division?
So we're training the pit crew.
Oh,
so
sick,
we have a facility on site where we whole human performance thing. So we train the pit crew. We have them 5 days a week, and then also anyone in the office can come work out throughout the day. So
okay, don't fuck yourself. But if there's ever any lunatic who drives the Indy car who's got the balls enough to come on the show, I'd love to have him on. If there's anything I can do to help promote anything going on there, let me know.
I will.
Yeah, that's even better. I don't want anything from them, but feel free to use me to help promote anything that's going on there. Let us know when your drivers are racing, any of that shit. I fucking love you, dude. You're awesome.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This month of May is going to be absolutely insane. But yeah.
All right, keep us posted. Thank you. Congratulations.
I will. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Honestly, I learn a lot from you.
No boundaries. Always say yes unless it's like touching a penis. Then do everything else.
Roger.
Okay.
All right. See you guys.
Solid advice from Sevan. Look at 12 daily doses. Listen, anyone that forces someone to sign an NDA, you guys see that? By the way, no one can force you to sign an NDA. So that you see right there, just the way he words it, he's a weak libtard, right? Anyone that forces. You see that? Anyone that forces someone to sign an NDA for a large amount of money on a firing is doing so for a reason. Listen, if you give someone money without asking for something in return, you're a fucking idiot. Anytime someone asks you to sign anytime anyone's going to give you money, they're going to ask you to sign an NDA. There's a ton of shit to protect at fucking CrossFit Inc. For example, the affiliate list with all the phone numbers, emails, and all the contacts of the affiliates that so many people at CrossFit HQ have access to. You have to have people sign NDAs for that. When I was there, I'll tell you a story. I've told the story before. I'll tell it again. It's a fun story. There was an event at the ranch, and there was a guy, and I think maybe it was Matt Fraser and Ben Smith and Rich Froning. I don't remember though. And there was an event at the ranch, and they had all the trucks there and all the lights, and they were going to film it and they were going to stream it all over the world. And they found out just minutes before the event went off, they had gotten screenshots of text messages of one of the guys who worked inside the van had been releasing the workouts ahead of time. And so someone went inside the van and said, "Hey, dude, pack your it was like the head graphics guy or something. Pack your shit up." I felt sorry for the guy, to be honest. "Pack your shit up. Get the fuck out of here." And they fired him right on the spot right before the event happened. And so then they had everyone at CrossFit HQ basically at that point signed something that said, if you work here, that if you ever get caught releasing anything like that, it's a automatic loss of your job and up to a $300,000 fine. And the reason for the $300,000 fine was that you were, I assumed, was that you were compromising the integrity of the event that CrossFit Inc. was spending so much money on. That's that. Okay. Isn't it fascinating that so listen, we saw those boys, right, beat that girl in the hallway. I'm wondering what is Danny Spiegel going to do to help those kind of women who get beat. What is Danny doing to help? Because doesn't she empower women? What is she going to do? How many she's going to make 3 more photos of herself in her bikini with her fucking ass in the air, and that's going to help that girl who got beat in the hallway. What is she going to do to help that girl? I mean this. I mean this. I'm not even being facetious. I know that the pictures. I know that those pictures. I don't know. I suspect that those pictures have brought a lot of young men happiness in their time of loneliness in their bedroom at night under their blankets. But how is she going to help that girl? How is that then going to help that girl who got the shit beat out of her? And where is Katrin was so upset about Floyd 19 that she was out, and so was Noah and the rest of these people and Jason Khalipa and everyone's so angry about Floyd 19. Oh, where are you now? You think, just out of curiosity, because you took a pretty hard stand about a bunch of people who are in a sport about being really fit and exercising in their bras and panties and looking hot, and you got really pissed. But now cricket's out of you. Why don't you make a post, Katrin, about that? Just curious. You or Danny, make a post about that. Let's see. I want to see how that goes for you. What are you going to do to help her? Who, me? Talking to me? You talking to me? Hello. You sent me something, Rosie, that I wanted to see, that I wanted to post, and then when I went back to it, Instagram had shut down, and I couldn't get what you sent me. I should have looked you up by name. What am I going to do about it? Are you fucking talking to me? Oh, it's a Dave Chappelle reference? Okay, good. Fucking fly over to fucking Portugal and fucking slap you with my hog. Barry McCockiner, you asked Zach to not post the video and he did. What's that say about his character and as a person? No, but yeah, you were kind enough to have him on the show. No, I don't agree with that, Barry. No one owes me anything. He's his own man. Hey, listen, Zach didn't even have to call. He called me ahead of time. Here's what you want to know. What's really fucking crazy. I probably shouldn't, definitely not show this. So he called me, said, hey, I'm gonna make this video about the history of CrossFit. I said, okay, cool. And he goes, but aren't you friends with Greg? I said, yeah, I talk to him every single day. He's one of my best friends. And he said, well, it could be seen as negative against Greg. I go, why? And he goes, because I'm gonna talk about Floyd 19 and blah, blah, blah. I'm paraphrasing. And then I said, dude, that's not a bad thing. Just tell the truth about it. That Floyd 19 was actually to help people with melanated skin. Just tell the truth about it. Call him, ask him anything, like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, no, well, no, I'm not going to express my own opinion. I'm just going to take other stuff. I'm like, why do that? Why rehash a bunch of lies and shit? And then I told him, I'm like, hey, I wouldn't do that. And I gave my opinion. He's like, well, I'm going to do it. And I said, okay, cool. I appreciated that he called me. Listen to this. Some fucking idiot out there. Listen carefully. Some fucking idiot tool bag, pile of useless shit who I happen to like and who's a friend of mine, told Greg that I was somehow behind the making of that video. Oh, sorry, Spain. I'll come over to Spain and fucking cock slap you. Someone told Greg that. And it's crazy how I found out too. Crazy. But that's how fucking the whole thing's wackadoodle. That's why I don't want to talk about it, because it's like I'm in the front row seat, watching the whole thing go down, and I got 12 daily doses in the back screaming nonsense. And he hasn't even donated money yet today. Okay, so Danny and Katrin don't care about this girl getting beat up in the hallway. What's crazy is like that's not the first time I've seen that video, but it is true. I've never seen it the other way around. Any way you spin it, and if you live in the Bay Area, you know that the least racist people are white people, and then just pick any other ethnicity after that. Like the 3 million people that live in my vicinity, the white people are the least racist by far, hands down. I'm willing to bet 3 inches of my cock on it. It's always been that way. It's been that way for the 51 years I've been alive. I don't know about the first 15 years. I didn't have awareness like that. Thank you. Clock 12 daily doses owes the show $49.98. Dude, he paid fucking Hiller money. He gave money to Hiller. That broke my heart too. God, I'm so petty. Paulina, you just missed it, Melissa. Yeah, she did just miss it. Just miss it. Yeah. I'm only about to give my wife her 3rd daily dose. I'm going to the skate park soon. What about this? Speaking of racists, and you have to understand when I don't think anyone's bad for being racist. Like I don't. That's small potatoes compared to like as long as you don't act on it, just don't act on it. Yeah, I'm 175. I'm fucking massive. You don't understand how fucking big I am right now. A fucking brick. You can't really tell. I'm a fucking brick shithouse. And I could be a 135-pound man. I'm telling you. I'm a little fucking dude. I'm huge. I put on at least 12 pounds from creatine in the last 2 weeks. You're 182. How tall are you? I was talking with someone the other day, and I was like, maybe I should get up. 182 is the most I ever weighed. Maybe I should make an attempt at 183. Maybe I should. How tall are you, Yash? Standby caller. Dusty Willard, $49.99. Sevan, please tell Greg thank you for changing the trajectory of my life. Wouldn't be the man I am today without him. My pleasure. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Look at this. I'm going to look at this in real fucking time. I'm going to take a picture of this, and God damn it! In real time, I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to him. How's that? Right there. That's what you get. You want to tell Greg something? I send it to him for $49.99. I send it straight to Greg. You just tell me what you want him to know, and I. Wow, what a scam that would be. I sell fucking shit. 5'10". Caller, hi.
Good morning. It's Michael C. How you been, bud?
Good. I'm having fun. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I wish I was doing a 3-hour show today. I'm just getting warmed up. It's weird because the first time I talk, Michael always is on the show, and I can feel like my mouth isn't even like working. And then now I'm 90 minutes in. I'm like, it works.
You're like, I'm good. I'm getting ready.
Yep.
I just watched Greg's Broken Science. I forgot what university he was at, but
Hillsdale College, conservative college that is also being taken over by the woke. Very interesting college. Very interesting. Just a real quick thing about Hillsdale College. Hillsdale College was the first college in the United States to have people with melanated skin in attendance. And then for years, they had the largest contingency of marginalized people at the college. Extremely liberal arts conservative college. Kind of weird, right? Oxymoron. That being said, they also refused to take money from the federal government to enforce affirmative action because they knew it was racist, even though they had the largest amount of minorities at the college. Anyway, very interesting.
You have all this great wealth of information.
Thank you.
But yeah, it was really good to hear him speak. And I think that's what the States is really missing, is somebody that just people want to follow. He's such a good, eloquent speaker. So
the physicists, they tried to protest him coming. The people from the physics department and some of the hard sciences at that school were terrified that he was coming, and they hated the fact that he was saying science is broken, even though it so obviously is. You can even hear Tucker Carlson fuck up the way he uses the word science. the science.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, for anyone who doesn't know what science is just the ability to predict things. There's never any truth in science. It's the greatest predictive value. Just think of it like that. Are they telling the climatology? Are they telling me accurately what the weather is every single day? That's the science, predictive value. Okay. Sorry, Michael.
Oh no, it's all good. The example that he gave about the nails and measuring the nails and, you know, him trying to cheat it with his dad. And then, you know, it was a pretty cool story.
Yeah. It's beautiful. He's doing it again. He's going to start doing it for affiliates, I believe, all over the country. I think he realizes that those are his people. And I think the shell shock of, and he's settled down since the sale. And I think people in the community are going to start seeing a lot more of him. And I think he's going to do a lot of very small, private, they'll be public, but very limited access, but lots of them, presentations around the globe, around the entire world. I think that's what's coming. The first one is on June 3rd. And it's going to be very private, but people he doesn't know, you know, he's going to open it up to the public. I'm sure it's going to fill up very quickly, and it's going to be cool. A lot of people are going to get to get FaceTime with him and hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Any cost associated with it, or is he just going out there on his own time?
No. I don't think so. If it is, it'll be super cheap. I mean, he has enough money so that doing like a $5,000 event is going to be like nothing for him.
Well, I was going to say either I have to up my contributions to you, or I have to scale them back so I can save to go to it.
Where do you live?
I live in San Diego.
Oh, okay. If you DM me and you want to come up to the June 3rd event, I will do my absolute best to get you in.
All right.
And no one else bug me. Just Michael C. No one else fucking ask.
You know, I was the other topic I was thinking about is,
and it's at a really cool location. You'll really appreciate the location. You will really appreciate it. It's up here in the Bay Area.
You know, that's one thing that's so cool about the community. I met Dave at my L1 seminar. We emailed back and forth a few times, and then I emailed him saying, "Hey, we're going to be up in your area during 16.5." I got 9 tickets from him. Me and a group of friends went out there. It's, you know, that's what's cool about this community.
Yeah, that is cool. Dave's a good dude.
Bakey, did you see what he posted this morning on his blog?
I saw it last night. About 3 minutes after he posted it, I was in the garage fucking around, and I saw it pop up where he's taking a break.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think I need to get him on the show. I love that guy. I think I need to get him on the show. Here's what I heard. Hey, motherfuckers, I'm so busy and I'm going to go make some real money. I'll be back in a minute. That's what I heard.
Yeah. And am I selfish when I say, well, I'll unsubscribe and I'll check back later?
Say it again. What, selfish?
I'll unsubscribe. I'll check back later.
Oh,
enjoy your break.
Really? So that, because are you a huge fan of his? Is that why you feel a little burnt by it?
I think that the frequency and that, you know, that's part of what you do, right? You build this channel, we support, and then you got to take a break.
Okay. So maybe your feedback to him and to other people out there who have YouTube stations is like, hey, dude, just make shorter videos. How about you? I know you're busy. How about you still talk to us once a week and just make 3-minute videos?
Yeah, we're selfish.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, that's kind of like, you know what you are? You're kind of like the guy who your girlfriend broke up with you. You still love her, but you're a little you're pissed, and so you like
Can you flash me a nipple every once?
Yeah, you're like a little. You're like a little kid. You're acting out. I respect it. You're like, hey, dude, I fucking like you. Fuck you.
And then the last thing is I watched HWPO's gym reveal on both Zach's channel and Craig Ritchie's. Have you had a chance to see that?
I haven't seen it. How is it?
It's funny. Zach is so ADHD, man. He's in the middle of asking Fraser a question and then just completely shuts him off so he can go cheer Craig on and never goes back to the question. He's just like, I asked you a question. You're the fittest man on earth. I'm here and bye. See you later.
Why didn't he edit that out? Was he making fun of himself?
I don't know. I don't know if he's even self-aware enough to recognize that he did that.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, all right, man. Well, appreciate having you back. Book thing was okay because I got a little fixed, but the interaction wasn't the same. So something you definitely do better than the rest is engaging with your audience.
Thank you. And thank you for not unsubscribing to me. I will not be taking a break.
Not any on your own breaks?
No, not at all. I might travel down to Newport, and I might be gone for like a day, but that's it.
All right. Well, I'll give you a day. That's it.
Okay, get the 100-foot rope and pull a sled. I'm telling you, my fucking biceps are swole as shit.
How's that bicep feeling?
My left one, it's feeling. It's like if it's usually like a 10 in badness, it's like an 8. So I'm pretty happy.
All right. Well, you have a good day.
Okay, bye. Stephen Flores, I find it nuts how people judge Greg, who changed millions of lives, and look past the rap sheet of some of their favorite rappers or politicians. I mean, I couldn't fucking agree with you more on so many levels. They're such tools. They're such sleepy. If I did that, I would already come out and apologize. I'd have dropped to one knee and begged Greg for his forgiveness if I was Katrin Doder. I'd expect to get cock slapped too. Now things have calmed down. Can I request Rodney Mullen for the podcast? I have asked Rodney to come on. How about that? I love Rodney. It's straight to his face, and I've texted him before. He always texts me back. It's going to be difficult for a couple of reasons. Okay. All right. Clive Wiki put on his Insta a nice note about women being eroded or something subtle, but conservative-minded people know what he meant. Okay. Yeah, exactly. You can tell who hasn't met or spent time with Greg by comments in here, for sure. And what's crazy is he is so fucking accessible. Love you guys. Got to go. Headed off to Sunnyvale. I'm trying to post a shitload on Instagram. So I'll keep you posted today throughout the day. And I am going to cut my hair some more. Wish me luck. I should do a live when I do that. I think it'd be fun. Okay.